Terry was big well.
Yeah. Yes, that's all the bits are kept, aren't they? And that's what today's story is. So today's story, Bitcrabs, is all about bees.
I want to.
You want to get it? You want to get it? Oh, brilliant work.
Well,
Today's story is called The Bee That Made Jam.
we made them too.
We made jam too, we did. And it's by Daniel Williamson. We made jam. We made jam just like Terry and Sam do in the book.
There's a potato.
That's a flower.
Hello.
That's a flower. See, and there's Terry and Sam, the two bees making the jam. Do you think they'll get in trouble with the queen bee? I hope not. Let's find out. The Bee That Made Jam by Daniel Williamson. As the sun comes up over Strawberry Farm, a red and black rooster crows nature's alarm. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The farm comes alive, from the cows and the pigs to the giant beehive. Inside the hive, the bees start to wake. Everybody up! We've got honey to make! The bees all line up in neat rows of 5, then singing their song, they fly out the hive. We are bees and we fly through the trees, take pollen from the flowers with the greatest of ease. Don't you think it's funny that the bees make the honey and the honey makes the money for the old queen bee? But one bee called Terry went off on his own because he wasn't looking for flowers. He wanted berries to whiz back home, while the others were gone for hours. A blueberry, a gooseberry, a strawberry too. I'll fly these all back at the double. I have to make sure old Queen Bee has no clue, or we'll both be in terrible trouble. Back at the hive is a bee called Sam, stirring a pot while he's cooking. In flies Terry with a fruit in each hand. Hey Sam, how's it looking? We need more strawberries and sugar, said Sam. Terry threw them into the pot. This time we'll make the perfect jam, and then we can eat the lot. Terry and Sam made the best jam ever, so sticky, so sweet and so smooth. Help me, said Sam. That wasn't so clever. I've eaten so much I can't move. Then the door flew open and stuck in the wax. Oh no, it's Worker Bee 1.
So this is where you two come to relax, while the rest of us work in the sun.
We've been working from home, said Sam. But I'm sure you will find it so funny. Terry gets berries and I make jam, something new, something other than honey.
You're under arrest, said Worker Bee 1, for the worst idea I've ever seen. What happens next will be no fun. I'm taking you straight to the Queen.
Worker Bee 1 marched them into the hall with Queen Bee sitting on high.
These bees are here for the worst crimes of all, making jam and refusing to fly.
What is this jam of which you speak? Said the Queen, up high on her throne.
Bees who don't fly are simply weak, and there's no place for them in our home. We are bees and we fly through the trees, take pollen from the flowers with the greatest of ease. Don't you think it's funny that the bees make the honey and the honey makes the money for the old Queen Bee, me?
But Your Highness, this jam, it's fresh and it's new. Not too sticky, too sweet or too runny. I brought some along so you can see too. We've made something better than honey.
What number workers are you? She said. Before we move on to this jam.
I'm not a number, but a name instead. I'm Terry, and this here is Sam. Queen Bee walked right up to Terry and Sam. They bowed and stared at their feet. She grabbed 4 big handfuls of strawberry jam and slowly she started to eat. She ate 1 handful, then she ate 2, then she ate 3 and then 4. Tell me, Sam, this strawberry jam, do you possibly have any more? Your Highness, I'd make it all day if I could, but we just don't have enough hands. Terry gets what he can from the woods, but he's only one bee, understand? Queen Bee stomps to the top of the hall. She hits a huge bell with her stick. Listen here, bees! Listen one! Listen all! Forget flowers! I want berries quick! The hive starts buzzing, louder than loud, as the worker bees fly into line. Sam starts smiling, prouder than proud. Not bad, this idea of mine. The worker bees zoomed out the hive in 3s. The hall went as quiet as it gets. Come with me, said the old Queen Bee. I haven't quite finished with you yet. Back to the kitchen walked Terry and Sam. I bet we get medals or money. We'll be made princes, all thanks to jam, more famous than the Easter Bunny. Well, this didn't work out how I dreamt it at all. I really am so sick of jam. Don't worry, Terry. Just wait till nightfall. I've thought of a whole new plan. Well, that was a really good story. All about Terry and Sam and their jam making. And we also made some jam, just like Terry and Sam did. And then made jam tarts. And then we ate them all. Did we eat them all?
No.
Did it end up in our bellies?
No.
Yes. Have a go at making some jam too, Bookworms. See you again soon. Are you going to say bye? Bye, everyone. Bye. Can you say love you, Bookworms? Mwah.
No.
We've had a great time reading our book and pretending to be bees. Let's begin making our jam. Our jam tarts. So we're going to put our flour very dangerously in this bowl. So we're going to put 250 grams. Whoa. Now, I cut our butter up. It's about 125 grams because it's still very hard. We're going to put it in here. Woo. In it goes. Good job. I've put ours all in, ready to be blended. Now I prefer my jam lumpy, but it's slightly more popular in this house to have it smooth. There you go, strawberry. Work. This is our jam. It's too hard, it's too hard. Have a go. We'll see you in a bit and we'll cut out our jam tarts, won't we? We're back with our homemade jam. Let me show you. So this is our jam. Oh, what a pop. So that's our jam, and it smells amazing. Who wants to stick their finger in and taste the jam? This is what we're going to put in. We made this morning. Do you like it? And dust the work surface. We're going to do some rolling. So we're going to need a rolling pin. We're going to put it in, and then we've got a big tray that I'm going to butter, and we have some cutters. We're going to use a circle shape where we're going to put all the filling in. A circle shape for our filling. And then for the top, what shape is this? We're just eating the jam, aren't we, really? Look, just putting our finger in, eating the jam. Don't even make it to the tarts, do they, Agatha? Is the homemade jam good? Now we're going to put our jam tarts in the oven. They are jam tarts. Jam tarts. Have a go at home and make your own jam tarts.